that the new start to the podcast?
I think so.
Well.
Welcome back to the Shipmates podcast, episode 2, baby.
Episode 2. Episode 1, I think, was pretty well received, to be honest.
It was good. We had a lot of, we had almost 100 views.
Yeah.
For a podcast, for like a 45-minute thing, that's pretty good.
And considering we didn't really talk about anything either, I think it's pretty good going, to be honest.
Yeah. The reach on tickers was good as well.
Yeah, for a brand new account.
Yeah. I think once we get some of those clipbaiting videos up, that's when it's going to skyrocket. I was editing those before we started and before I fell asleep. I just woke up from an absolutely wonderful slumber. Did you
I had a great nap today, actually.
Great nap.
Yeah. I don't know if you do this, but in my cabin when I go for a nap, I don't mean to. I just like lie down on my phone.
Yeah.
I've been having this thing recently
Drop your phone
where
in your face.
that's honestly every night, every single night. This is my thing when I know I'm tired enough to sleep is I drop my phone. Like it drops out of my hand. It's usually on the floor actually, and I've been doing it at home as well. Like before I came out here, that's when I know I'm like tired enough to sleep. I'm like,
it's so bad.
I get woken up by
the
bang. Yeah,
it's so bad. That's how you know you're tired, when your phone falls out your hand. Like that's so not natural. I had a great one benefit to not having windows or portholes.
You can
black.
sleep anytime.
Anytime.
Could be any time of day.
Switch off all the lights.
I keep waking up in the morning thinking it's going to be like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's like
2 p.m.
yeah.
Should we crack open a little beer?
We should. It's sort of the rules now, isn't it?
Yeah, breakfast beer.
Beer. Because again, no windows. You guys don't know what time it is.
No idea what time it is. It could be 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Have you got anything to open it with?
Shipmate special.
You did a bottle last time. Is there
do you want
anything more
another?
exciting around kicking around it?
Well, there is, but the
creatine we've got.
I could actually open it with that.
Creatine or
I've pretty much finished it, so you know.
Oh, this is one I left you, didn't it?
Possibly. It's pretty much empty. Also, it's a bit gammy now as well. It's a bit fucked.
Can I use this? Or is that going to fuck it?
Sure.
All right. Just snaps it off.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to crack the lid open though. Oh no.
Okay, I have quite damaged your
right. What? I hit your cute little hat.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, right. What have you been up to over the last week?
What day's today? What day of the week is it?
Thursday.
That's the other thing about being on the ship is that like days just don't matter. Like
days, times, all of that. None of it matters.
Doesn't matter if it's like a Saturday, a Sunday, a Wednesday, because like we just go by the schedule of the cruises, and we're on a sea day today, and we're at the end of a 4-day cruise. 3 or 4 days, 4 days, I think. But so what day is it? Sorry, it's Thursday.
It's our day off today.
So we've been on the ship for a week now.
Yeah, because our week Wi-Fi ran out.
That's how we know.
Yeah,
we buy our Wi-Fi weekly.
That's actually how my calendar goes.
Yeah, and it ran out this morning. So yeah, it's been 7 days since we've been on board. So yeah, the past couple of days, obviously the last episode was Halloween.
Yeah. Since
Halloween,
we did shows. We hadn't done a show by that point.
That's true.
We've done 3
shows.
4. Look at
4 shows, haven't we?
Yeah, 2 per cruise, I guess. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we've done 4 shows since then.
4 shows and a
lot of rehearsals.
Whole bunch of rehearsals.
We have a new cast member, so we're teaching her the ropes, showing her the ropes, the metaphorical ropes. She's picking it up very well. Yep,
doing a great job. It's always fun teaching someone new the show.
Especially like teaching a non-magician magic is always fun as well.
Yeah,
there's an element of that. But there's an element of that. We teach them like, one trick, I guess.
Yeah. It's also been really funny though. Watching her start to understand how some of the magic works, because obviously in the rehearsals, the cast get to see us do our magic a couple times, and like there's the kind of old phrase that once is a trick, twice is a lesson. So they see it like 4 times, and they start to go, right.
I'm also not secretive about it at all. I have quite a bad habit of it, but
it's difficult in a show like this because we're backstage for so long together that they're gonna find out eventually.
Yeah.
But it still takes a while, right?
Yeah. Some things are really fun there's like little bits and bobs that I don't explain, because if they don't need to know how it works, it doesn't matter. But then there are some tricks, and it's like, if it's a trick they're involved with, you have to be like, do you understand how and why this works? And also why this is a trick.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they learn how the trick works before they almost see the trick.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure they understand why
what
it's
supposed
impressive.
To look like.
What it's because they don't understand in their head. We've done 4 shows. They've all been pretty good. Had a rather rowdy audience the other day.
Yeah, we had I think our show invites a little bit of rowdiness.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's good rowdiness and bad rowdiness, and I think that was verging on bad. I had a guy, Stevie G.
Stevie G, come on, big up Stevie G, friend of the pod. No, he's not.
Very much not a friend of the pod. Stevie G, I got him up on stage for a trick. The trick is lovingly entitled Dick Pics, and I swap drawings of our penises in a magical way. There's a lot of like innuendo in it, obviously, and at one point I say they've got the drawing of their dick in their pants, and I say take your dick out of your pants, which clearly is a reference to the drawing. And Stevie, he was definitely like drunk or so. This guy Stevie, he's like stumbling about the stage, and I say, "Oh, take your dick out your pants." And he proceeds to unzip his dungarees, by the way, not trousers.
Oh, he looked like a toddler. He had like a really nice floral shirt on, covered up by dungarees, like over. I had to jump. It's very rare I have to jump in at that point. Yeah. So I'm on a camera at this point, about to like film the finale of the trick, and I saw him start to, and I think he was going to go for it. So I like jumped up, camera down. I was like, "Buddy, no." And I was also kind of talking to him throughout the trick as well, because he was clearly just being a bit weird. I was like, "Mate, settle down." Like, it's
one of those where you just had to power through and just get to the end of the trick and get him off the stage before he did more damage.
Yeah, but it was fine. But it kind of did crush it a little bit.
It did.
But other than that, the show's been good.
It was good.
I'd say that was just
we had 2 nights ago. We had the technical issues.
We did had a show stop.
Yeah, we had a show stop for the first time.
I've never done a show stop in this show.
And
I don't think anyone's done a show stop.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I've not heard of one. So we were sailing from
here to Kangaroo Island,
motoring from Melbourne, Australia, to Kangaroo Island, which name is quite misleading. Not many kangaroos on Kangaroo Island.
I've seen 3 or 4 on there.
Yeah, that's more than I've seen.
That's more than most people, I think.
Ever, I think, actually.
Yeah, penguins are cool. They've got penguins on the rocks. It's
nice Penguin Island, though, is it?
No, it should be. It really should be.
Anyway, sailing to Kangaroo Island, and on the way over, our incredible tech, Franklin, let us know that they were picking up some weird frequencies, and it was interfering with all the radio mics.
Might I add, we've also both done this route like 10 times, and it's never happened before.
Never once. I'll admit this. I'll admit this on the pod, and I feel bad for like even having thought this at the time. But there was a couple moments where I thought maybe, not that he was making it up, but that he'd sort of created a problem that wasn't really a problem, and then started messing around with stuff, and it made it worse. But anyway, it turned out that was not the case. So that's. I feel
worth noting as well. The other show on the ship also had technical difficulties and couldn't even do a show.
Yeah, they had to show stop after about halfway through, and they just scrapped both their shows that night.
Yeah, we at least did it, and we actually, the interference that was caused was actually my fault.
Yes,
it was that microphone that's turned on.
Yeah,
there's an emergency microphone backstage that I sometimes turn on to talk to the techs and tell them jokes.
Which is new though as well. That wasn't there before.
Yeah, that wasn't there before, and I didn't know you had to turn it off. I thought it was always on, to be honest.
Well, because this was an emergency microphone that's been installed next to like the emergency equipment. I think we talked a little bit last week about like drills and like abandoned ship and things. And if you have to do an emergency where you get all the crew to muster, the microphone overrides everything else.
Yes.
So that no matter what, if there's music playing or whatever, whoever's in charge can take control of all the passengers.
But it's also perfectly situated for a voice of God.
It is. It's right next to the stage.
Right next to the stage.
In the wing.
And it's also on like the kind of my wing where I stand for a lot of time, and it's so tempting when it's there before I go on stage, which is why I turned it on. So oopsie poopsies.
And so when the show started, all the music and the lights start going, and the microphone starts picking up the show sound and feeding it through the system itself. And so we were stopping our own sound by doing the show, which is a really weird like paradox.
Yeah. I had to call off. I think about.
Yeah.
I realized the music was just cutting out so much, and just had to say like I think my mic cut out on a very important word in the intro, a few very important words and sentences and phrases. I opened the show by saying, "Good evening, let me hear you make some noise," and it went, "Good evening, let me hear you make some
noise."
Yeah, just cut out, which was a shame. But then we stopped it and we restarted, and the show was fine.
Yeah, it was good.
The show was good. It
was alright. I think it made the audience. It brought them together for a little bit, and then I think they got a little fatigued by the fact they'd been there like 20 minutes longer than they otherwise had to, and it was fine though.
But yeah, that was cool. We had a port day. We had a Melbourne port day.
We did.
That was fun.
That was very fun.
We went to see some friends. We went to see my friend Rory from One Ahead blog, who's a magician, and Dom Chambers, the writer of The Purple Rabbit, which is a show we do. That's why we're here, because of him. So it's very nice to have brunch with them.
The big boss.
Big boss, yeah.
Talked about other magicians,
which was about
all famous magicians mainly.
if any famous magicians are happy.
Yeah, it was quite philosophical, really, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So what magicians we know, and are they happy?
It wasn't even ones that we know. It was like the really famous ones. It was like, oh, do you think Penn and Teller are happy with their lives and stuff like that?
That was a fun conversation.
Yeah, it was.
And then we had we did some errands. We went to Woolworths.
Well, we
the Mario Kart
yeah,
game.
I forgot about this.
Yeah.
So right now the entertainment staff on our ship are going through a bit of change because like they're a bit understaffed really. And we had this new person called Owen come on, and he's a really lovely guy.
Yeah, friend of the pod.
Yeah, friend of the pod. And basically I didn't bring my Nintendo Switch with me on this contract, which was a big oversight. And
that's one of the best things. We used to play it like every day.
We used to sit for hours.
We did Mario Kart like hundreds of times at every race, I reckon.
And we're in Crew Bar, and when Owen, and this is pretty much the first time Owen had like hung out with us socially as well. Yeah. And he was super excited that he'd brought his. He's like, I've got my Switch.
Yeah, we were saying, like, oh, Cam, I can't believe you forgot your Switch. I really want to play Mario Kart. And he really put it over. Wait, I've got mine. Yeah. Not that he'll ever have a moment to use it because he's working like 14 hours.
Working every day at the moment.
But we thought we'd buy a Mario Kart because that was the one game he didn't have. I don't know what games he does have. Yeah. We were like, well, we want to play Mario Kart, so let's just buy it. Yeah. You can have it. The rule is we get to play it on the Switch, so it's not completely selfless.
Well, we thought it'd be like a nice thing to just like nice.
Welcome to the ship as well,
and for the sake of like £15 each, like $30 each, it's not a huge thing, and it's like an investment. It's not the most selfless act either.
It was a huge thing though. It was a big deal.
So it was. So we go to Big W, which by the way we thought was a Woolworths. We thought it was a grocery store, and it wasn't. It's very different. It's more like a
Kmart.
Yeah.
Like a department store, like a bargain store, I guess. I don't even know how you describe it.
Like a Target in America.
Yeah,
it's like a Target.
Yeah, I don't know how you describe it, but in Australia, there's shops like Kmart and Big W, which are like, I don't know, maybe similar to like Home Bargains kind of vibe, but they've just got, or like TK Maxx, but like Home Sense. So loads of like home stuff. Home Sense is a good shop. Like loads of home stuff, but also like it's all really cheap, right? Like I think I bought my suitcase there for like 30 quid, and it's a fucking good suitcase.
Yeah.
But Big W is one of them, and we were in there and we were like, this isn't Woolworths. We wanted groceries, but then I saw a big photo of a Switch
billboard for a Switch on the wall.
I was like, you know what? Let's get Mario Kart here. Let's just get it done. And went, surely they'll have Mario Kart. So we walk over, could not find it.
The whole thing became a saga, right? Because we saw this section, and there's this massive line of Switch games. And on the way, we're like, oh, what if they don't have it? And we see this big wall, and I'm like, oh, obviously they're going to have it.
Best-selling one, yeah.
Couldn't find it anywhere. Anyway, we're looking around a bit more. I'm like, maybe they've got a whole section just for Mario Kart. Like, they must. And then we find this kind of freestanding display unit that does have Mario Kart, but just like the empty, not even the empty boxes, like cardboard cutouts of boxes.
Yeah, like a printed out picture of it.
So you got to take that obviously to the desk. So we get to the desk, we kind of wait for a couple minutes for someone to arrive, and we give it to the guy, and the guy just goes, "Oh, don't know if we've got this, to be honest. Like, I think we've sold quite a lot recently. Let me check on my iPad." So he gets this little PDA like iPod thing. iPods? Fucking, what year is this?
Yeah.
iPhone thing. And he's like, boop, 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 boop. For a couple minutes, like, it's not working. I'll check on the computer. So he goes over and checks on the computer. He goes, bah, 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 bah. Click, 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 click. And it's like, oh, we do have a few in stock. And then he proceeds to open up the drawer, like, next to the computer, which is full of Switch games. And just rifling through it. And I'm like, dude, why didn't you just look there in the first place?
In the alphabetized Switch folder.
It looks like for a second, no Mario Kart.
No Mario Kart.
Send Mario Kart. And he's like, oh, well, we do have some, so I'll go check the back. So he grabs up a set of keys and he leaves. And
I think 10 minutes.
At least. I actually think it was long. I think it was close to 15, but maybe it just felt like that. And so I said to you, I was like, well, firstly, he's kind of snookered himself here because if he hadn't checked on the system, he could have at that point just said, sorry, guys, I think we're out.
Yeah.
Whereas because he checked on the system and said to us that they had some in stock, he was now obligated to find it. Like he couldn't just say like, oh no, we don't have any, because he's confirmed to our face that they definitely have them.
And this line starts building up. It's obviously the only person at the desk had
7 or 8 people. It's like a customer service type desk.
Yeah, who are also all waiting, 10 minutes. So you think about it, that's a combined waiting time of like an hour for these people just to to buy their little SD cards, whatever they were.
Or to like return something, or to pick up a like an online order or whatever it was they were doing.
Exactly. And eventually he comes back.
Well, we were joking actually when we were standing there waiting. We were like, we could just leave now. How funny would it be if he rocked up all, oh guys, I found it. Which weren't there.
But yeah, so he comes back, and I see him 20 meters away or something with a big grin on his face. And I go, have you got it? Have you got it? He goes, no. We're like, oh, mate. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a look here or something. Like, honestly, mate, don't worry about it. We're just gonna go.
Yeah.
I reckon he quit.
Yeah, I think we ruined his life. Actually, I think we broke his spirits. I think he was probably having a bad day anyway, and I think we were probably the straw that broke the camel's back. So if you're watching this, we're sorry. I hope you find a new job.
Hope you find your Switch games.
Yeah.
Hope you find Mario Kart.
Oh, we got groceries as well, which is good. We finally got some ship food.
So much money.
Yeah, 100 Australian dollars on just groceries. What kind of snacks do you get for the ship?
I absolutely, before filming the pod, I absolutely inhaled half a bag of those Mission tortilla chips, chili and lime ones. They're like good Takis, but unraveled. SPKs.
Oh, SPKs.
Sour Patch Kids. For those of you that don't know, we have a really bad addiction to them.
I actually ate a lot of them today as well. I bought 2 kilos of because they do these value bags here that like
they're not any cheaper.
No, they are.
You save like a penny.
No, you don't. No, you don't. And I'll tell you why.
You save no money.
No, I'll tell you why you do, because I always check in every grocery store I go to the like cost per 100 grams.
The difference between a 400 gram bag and a kilo is 1 cent.
It's definitely not.
Grams.
No, it's like 30 cents.
I checked. It was $1.27.
I think you're wrong.
$1.27 per 100.
Right, next
and
pod,
mine was $1.28.
I'm gonna take photos of these.
All right.
It's not. There is a difference, because I wouldn't have bought 2 kilos
But
otherwise.
also, I'm eating less Sour Patch Kids, you fatty. Like,
oh yeah, you're right. I'm fucking.
No, I'm just kidding.
Barely fit through my cabin door.
Yeah, mate. Cut down.
Although I will say, I've got a photo of this. Let me just find the actual figure here, because I was absolutely shoveling my way through a bag of a kilogram of sour. By the way, I finished the first kilogram in like less than a day.
A kilogram of anything is a lot of food.
It is.
Like if you weigh 100 kilos, right? If you're a big lad, or if you weigh 99 kilos and you eat a kilo
of anything,
you're 1% Sour Patch Kids.
I actually deleted. Oh, here it is.
What's a serving size?
So according to Sour Patch Kids, 1 serving of Sour Patch Kids is 8 Sour Patch Kids. 8 of those tiny little sweets. That's
one
not
serving
a serving.
is in one mouthful.
That's
right?
that's a mouthful, and that is 4% of your daily energy. So, if you wanted to entirely fuel yourself,
I do.
Which of course you do.
Of course you do.
You would need. Hold on, let me do a quick math here.
8 times
25 servings, which is 25 times 8.
It's 200 Sour Patch Kids.
200
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids, SPKs. It also says that is 25 grams as a serve. 25 serves times 25 grams.
Yeah.
Is 625 grams of SPK.
Which is 200 SPKs.
Which is less than the bag. Which means the day that I ate an entire kilo, I got like 140% of my daily energy just from Sour Patch Kids.
Did you feel better?
I feel great. I feel great right now.
The problem with them is that they're so easy to snack on, but they really like burn a hole in your tongue.
Oh yeah, my mouth's absolutely destroyed right now.
My taste buds go after those SPKs. But I do love them. I quite like to mix some with like vodka or something and just see what happens.
Oh, like Skittles vodka.
Yeah, I used to really like making
with, like jelly babies as well? That was a thing.
Jelly beans as well.
Okay.
But yeah, or Starburst.
Yeah.
I've done so. I used to do it where you put Skittles in the vodka and you put it in the dishwasher, not the washing machine. You put it in a dishwasher,
so it
heats it up and it just like kind of melts it. We've been going to Crew Bar.
Yeah, I think because the first couple of days we sort of were just tired and not very social and
and also we weren't sure the vibe on the ship is very different now to how it used to be.
Yeah.
But that being said, it was karaoke night a couple of nights ago.
Yeah.
Which is best night. No, it's not.
It's the worst night. They do. So we have a crew bar on board, obviously, where just the crew are allowed, and it's really cheap drinks.
Yeah, $2 Long Islands.
Yeah, $2, so like £1 for a Long Island iced tea.
Crazy.
There was a point in our last contract where they were doing, excuse me, beers for, was it like 60 cents?
65
30
cents.
pence for a beer. So it's really
Yeah.
cheap. But anyway, it's just where everyone goes and socializes after their work, after their shifts. Then we have the crew club, which is 2 people, or I think it's a small group of people that get paid a small amount of money on top of their actual job to organize events. And one of their sort of like events they do a couple times a month is karaoke. And look, I don't dislike karaoke.
Yeah, I like karaoke in some situations. I don't know, like we go to Dropkick sometimes when there's karaoke on, or like in Edinburgh there's quite a few places that do karaoke.
Well,
I do enjoy it.
You get a karaoke room.
Oh yeah,
Great.
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
fun.
There's a place in Edinburgh
Super
just
cute.
on karaoke. Yeah,
it's
phenomenal.
great.
Did we do that with Luca and
Yeah,
that was great fun.
That was really fun.
Because we spilt a load of beers.
Yeah.
Luca just kicked a beer out my hands that night. The Corona just booted it.
Crew karaoke though, unfortunately, it's just like the problem is I think on board in the crew there's something like 60 nationalities.
Yeah, all of them. You know the nationalities, we've got them all.
We've got them all. Every single one of them.
Which is great.
It's
It's
really
a little
great.
world on the ship.
And it's really nice for the most part, but the karaoke appeals specifically to a couple of nationalities in the crew bar anyway. And even within those nationalities, there's only a couple people that actually genuinely do it or enjoy it or just want to take part in it. So we end up in this situation where there's like 4 or 5 people out of 900 crew singing karaoke.
Belting.
They're absolutely belting these usually really slow, like Indonesian songs.
Indonesian ballads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's super loud as well. They don't like, it's really, really loud. And so it just makes it a really unpleasant place to be. And again, like I think it's really important on the ship when you have that many nationalities that we do activities that appeal to everyone. But the problem is this just doesn't. Like you can see that it doesn't because there's only 6 or 7 people taking part.
And everyone goes, "Oh, it's karaoke night. We're not going to crew bar."
And crew bar's
there's
dead.
nowhere else to go. It's not like a roped off bit, but they need like a room to do it.
Even the
They
marquee.
should just make a karaoke room on ships.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could hire out little karaoke rooms. Obviously, they do karaoke, like public karaoke on a ship. But yeah.
Yeah. So, but the one saving grace of crew karaoke is the music videos that go along with the kind of karaoke software that they have.
I don't know where they downloaded the software. I don't think it was paid for. I don't know where they got it, but there is 6 royalty-free videos that like those videos you see on the internet where it's like Spider-Man dancing and it's like, oh, this goes along with any music video. These don't go along with any with any sort of
part of the fun. Yeah.
But you end up with these videos of like I think we should say them and we should rank them.
Okay.
So there's fighting cat girls. Well, dancing cat girls.
Oh yeah, fighting cat girls is
Seb's game. Yeah, there's dancing cat girls. There's parkour Jurassic World.
Yep.
And we'll explain to them in a minute. There's Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
There's the hula hooping one.
Hula hooping around the world. There's the Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Like flight simulator or whatever.
Yeah.
There's also is the dancing cat girls this there's a skiing one, isn't there?
Well, there's 2. There's the animated cat girls one, and then there's just like a generic K-pop band singing.
Yeah.
And then is there a skiing one?
I feel
like a BMX or something? It's like, they love extreme sports. Yeah.
Anyway, they're the main ones to remember. I have a few clips of them that I'll pop up on the video if you guys are watching.
I think hands down the best one, obviously, Jurassic World Parkour.
Jurassic World Parkour. Not only is the concept great, the production value
it's second to none.
How true it is to the original material.
Yeah.
And the comedy value of it. It's just like it ticks all the boxes.
It's absolutely phenomenal. And then the Assassin's Creed parkour video is good. It's not anywhere near the level. The Jurassic World one, I want to find a video on YouTube at some point, but it is filmed on the Jurassic World set.
Yeah, the actual place they filmed the Jurassic World movies.
And it's a couple of guys. One of them's just wearing whatever clothes doing parkour, and the other one's wearing an inflatable T-Rex suit. Also doing pretty good parkour.
But I think what it is that so they're in proper costumes. They've got like one of the Jurassic World Jeeps and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like really seriously shot. It looks great. It looks like a production, like full production movie. And then a couple minutes in, they reveal that the dinosaurs escaped. And it's instead of a big like CGI T-Rex, it's one of those like comedy inflatable costumes. But the actors that are playing like Chris Pratt and whoever else equivalent react as if they're real dinosaurs.
Yes.
So they're just these big like T-Rex just going like
flailing about. And then they also have like the Zorby thing that he goes down on. It's a brilliant video. If we can find it, we'll link it.
Yeah, it's great.
And then after that, I mean, they're all they're all kind of they're
Downhill
well
from
below.
there,
It's
but-
the jump between that and the next one is very
The
far
hula
down.
hooping one's all right.
The hula hooping one is all right. I do like the cat girls one because it just goes with anything. That one does actually go with anything.
But nothing really happens in it. They just sort of dance.
Yeah.
Once you've seen it, you've sort of seen it.
But it's always a case of like we're watching it, waiting for the Jurassic World one to come up, and then when it does,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, we got very lucky the other night. We decided to stay for one drink in Crew Bar
Yeah.
and endure it because I think it was the night of the weird show. We just needed
a drink.
Needed a drink.
Needed a bevy.
And yeah, we're just like, we'll stay till Jurassic World comes up, and lo and behold,
Next one, Jurassic World. What a treat!
Unreal.
What a treat as it comes up. I think that's a good rule.
Once you see it, it's time for bed.
Yes.
Right, that's me.
As we were saying about Osey Cinema.
Yeah,
I've got a cinema in my room, and it's great.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's actually like my best thing I've brought on a ship. I posted it on my Instagram, and loads of other people that were on this ship previously were like, that is fucking cool.
That's cool.
So what I've done is I brought my projector with me, my little Nebula Max, which I brought for doing like lectures and stuff. We've rigged up the bed sheets, and we can like put them across. So it's at the end of the bed, or if you want to sit on the floor, that also works. And you can have it sort of up against there, or you can have it on the ceiling and project it straight onto the ceiling.
That's a cool idea. You put the bed sheet on the ceiling with the magnets.
But it can't, the problem is because of how awkward. If you're lying on the floor, it's if you're lying on a bed, it doesn't really work because it's quite a narrow space. So what I did last night was I had two set up. I did that one again. But then what I've just been doing, if it's just me, I just put the bed sheet sort of at the end of the bed.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's kind of a hassle because sometimes I set it all up and I realise actually the projection is only a little bit bigger than the TV.
Screen, yeah.
But I've got it kind of sussed out now where I can get it like 100-inch size.
It's also not the point. I think it just feels more
fun.
cinema-y, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fun. And I bought a bag of popcorn when we went to Woolies. Yeah, to tuck into that. Watched Sky High last night.
Yep. In your Disney trousers.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Luke rocks up to our rehearsal today in these. What are they? Jeans? Are they denim?
These jeans, yeah.
Okay,
feel like it's good quality jeans, mate.
So
these are on sale at H&M. Can you believe they put these on sale?
They're not like jeans. They're like really loose jeans.
Yeah, they're very very
trousery
baggy, like skateboard kind of jeans.
But they've got the Disney D all over them.
Monogram print.
I'm like, why are you wearing that? I've never heard you talk about Disney. Ever. I didn't know you were a Disney fan. He goes, I like Disney. Everyone likes Disney. It's like, well, yeah, everyone likes Disney, but that doesn't mean we all wear their branded clothing.
If you were an alien, you didn't know a Disney logo, you'd be like, that's some serious clobber right there. No.
Clobber.
It looks sick.
It doesn't look sick.
I think these are cool. I love these.
Actually, that's not what happened. Luke didn't say, oh, I like Disney. He goes, yeah, I do. I like Ratatouille.
I do like Ratatouille.
Yeah, everyone likes Ratatouille. Ratatouille is fantastic, but
I've seen it.
Wear some Ratatouille jeans there, not Disney.
I don't like branded stuff though, so I wouldn't wear.
Well,
no, like I don't wear like
literally wearing.
I'm not gonna wear a graphic T-shirt with Remy on it, am I?
Sorry, how is a graphic T-shirt with Remy on it worse than Disney jeans?
I don't like wearing things with logo.
Sorry,
quite ironic. Yeah, I can see there's a million logos.
Hundreds upon hundreds of logos on those jeans.
I don't know. I like it. It's like a all over print. I think it looks cool.
I think they look cool in and of themselves.
I think when you realise it's a Disney logo,
then they become really fucking lame.
Okay. I like my Disney jeans.
Yeah.
What do you think? But then this is going to be a clip, so what do you reckon about these jeans? I think they're really cool. I'm pretty sure I spent like £10 on them at H&M. Now I was going to talk about the toilets on the ship as well.
Oh yeah.
That's a big point for me.
What?
Well, I think at some point we should actually do a tier list of all the toilets on the ship.
Like the locations of the the toilets.
Yeah, because some toilets better than others. Like
That's true.
Black Circus toilets at our venue. Ultimate.
But only when the venue's closed.
Oh yeah, when it's not. I don't want to be seen.
No.
Yeah. But then you go like down to deck -1 and it's like steel bedpans.
Yeah.
So,
although the one outside crew bar, not the crew mess one, the crew bar one.
I don't think that's very good.
I don't mind it.
I had a shit in there last night and it was not a pleasant experience. It was a humbling shit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's not the toilet's fault, is it? You can't blame the toilet for your bowels moving.
But when it's like everything on a ship is, and if you have a magnet, everything's like magnetic, right?
Yeah.
Like this is all made of steel.
Yeah,
I think it's because when a ship moves, if it was like plaster, it would just crack because of how a ship moves.
Not 1800s. It's
yeah,
going to be wood.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a pirate ship.
So it's all metal, which is great because you can hang up like magnets onto literally everything. But also in the toilets, in the passenger toilets, everything's like porcelain and stuff and quite nice. But then in the crew toilets, it's all like
it's a prison toilet.
Industrial. corrugated steel.
Yeah, like bent aluminium. Like...
Yeah, and it is quite humbling.
I don't mind that one.
But one of the one in Crew Mess, they've not had the top of the soap dispenser on it for a while. So what I've been treating myself to first, I'm not going to talk about the hygiene of other crew members, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was washing my hands the other day and decided to sort of do a double dip, so just scoop out some of the soap and wash my hands.
I think I would do that, but only if someone was watching me.
Yeah,
like I'd go to do the little dispenser squeeze, and then I'd like look at them and be like, nah, scoop. It's interesting, like hygiene on the ship, I think, because for me anyway, not that I'm not hygienic back home, because I am.
Yeah.
But I find myself being way more hygienic on the ship. Like I wash my hands at every given opportunity. I use hand sanitizer every time I pass it. Because I think it's really easy. Well, it is really easy to get sick on a ship because you're in
petri dish, isn't it?
Close contact with everyone at all times. And I've been sick on the ship a couple of times. Not this contract, last contract, and it's not fun. So if all you have to do is wash your hands a couple more times a day to avoid it, then.
But there's some things you can't avoid, like if a chef doesn't wash their hands or a cook doesn't wash their hands.
Yeah, and
you can't avoid that. It's just really upsetting. But it's I'm not saying that they don't, but it's just it's
you gotta look after yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
As best you can.
But even back home, like I wash my hands before touching any food or anything.
I do.
Like every time, like even if it's like a Mento, I'll like, I don't know.
Oh.
I just explain it. Yeah, I'm not wash my hands.
Yeah,
but I like shimmy it in without touching it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'll just gob the packet instead. So it's been touched by everyone. What are we up to tonight then? Big plans tonight.
Big plan tonight. So tonight is one of our castmates' last nights on board.
Yeah,
she's
Rosa.
leaving us.
Oh, poor Rosa. I did ask her today. I saw her in laundry and I said, "Do you want to come on the pod today?" And she said no. So sounds good.
So not friend of the pod, Rosa.
Yeah, no, friend of pod Rosa, finished foot juggler, fantastic at her job, and she's shooting off to Vegas tomorrow.
Yeah, it's great. So I think we're gonna go
bondage, get some cocktails,
get a nice little cocktail.
Bondage, cocktails,
and then we're gonna go and watch Rock, which is one of the 3 production cast shows on board.
Yeah,
I might wear my kilt tonight.
Are you gonna wear your kilt?
I thought I might.
What's the theme tonight? Is it Gatsby? It's not.
No, there isn't one.
Isn't it? Just smart casual.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a Gatsby or a white night. I've brought a Gatsby, and we have like themes nights. We have like Island night, Gatsby night, white night, and I brought Cameron's clearly dressed for Island night right now, and I brought like an outfit for all of them, but I haven't actually yet to wear any of them. Pop a kilt on.
I was gonna do a kilt and like denim jacket, like kind of rocky kilt look.
That's pretty cool.
For Rock.
So you can wear that, but I can't wear my jeans.
Yeah, mine's a national dress. Yours is £10 Disney jeans from H&M.
Yeah, but what's
slightly different. In fact, not even slightly different. Like, it couldn't be further apart.
My jeans are sick, mate.
But actually, do you know what? You can wear them if you want.
Oh, I'm not actually allowed to wear them tonight. I'm not allowed to wear jeans after 6 p.m. Well, what's the rule?
I don't even know.
I think I got told it's like 5 p.m. or something. You're not allowed to wear jeans.
I actually, do you know what?
Unless
I remember telling you this when I first got on board at the start of this year, but then I think I've broken that already, this contract. But then
it depends. Well, if I'm like going to our show, I don't really care because no one's going to see me for longer than like 5 minutes. But I think it depends. Like are these jeans?
These are jeans.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd probably get away with it.
Yeah, you get away with that. But if I think it's like clearly denim. A lot of my stuff is like washed denim.
Yeah,
you can see it's denim-y. So whereas the ones I wear in the show and more like that, maybe I need to get some more of them.
Oh, we've been going to the gym a lot this week, actually.
We have.
I'm actually in a lot of pain
crushing
today. Yeah, we're doing well.
Yeah,
which is good.
I need to get up on my... I keep on forgetting to set my creatine and protein.
I need to stretch more is what I need to do.
Yeah, I start every gym session with like a 5-minute stretching. I've got my app.
I
love my app.
Bloody app.
Set Graph. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not yet.
But not yet. Set Graph. If you want to sponsor these two absolute wedge champs, yeah, let us know. Set Graph is phenomenal. 30 quid a year. If you love analytics, to get it, it's fucking cool.
I actually downloaded it. I've not opened it yet though, because it took about 20 minutes to download.
It's one of the things where you won't open it until you get to the gym, and you actually take like 10 minutes trying to work out how to use it.
Yeah, okay.
But it's pretty. If I'm there, I'll show you. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. You just build your thing, and I love it because you can see your reps and your. It's just cool.
Yeah, no, that's good.
But we have been going to gym. We're gonna try to keep that up as well.
We should.
I was gonna do so basically before the ship contract. I was going to gym for the last after Edinburgh Fringe the last 2 months. I was going to gym like 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah, me too.
And my split was no legs on my split. It was just push pull, and then the final one I call Armageddon, which is where I just max out biceps and triceps.
So Luke has a very, I would say, unique approach to working out, which is if someone can see it when I'm dressed, then I'll work it out. Like, if someone can see that part of my body when I'm fully dressed, then I'll work on it. If they can't, there's no point. So Luke doesn't do.
I do my chest.
Luke doesn't do abs or legs because they're mainly covered.
I want to get into abs. That's something I feel like I should, because I did. There was a point where I did it like I didn't. I think it was just after ship, but before Edinburgh Fringe, I did abs every day for like 2 weeks, and even those 2 weeks, I noticed a difference. Yeah. So I should get back on it, but it's just.
It's not fun.
I don't enjoy it at all, like abs. But I want to get back on doing push-pull legs. I think on my leg day, I'll do abs. Yeah. So every third day, I'll do abs instead of doing it every day. That's a good idea. It's boring. But then put my knee out. My knee's out of action at the minute.
Doing the power jump.
Yeah, at the end of the show, me and Cameron started doing this thing which we call a power jump, which is where we cross sides of the stage. It's really cool. I think me and Seb started it originally. Okay. But we jump over and we kind of like cross. Did you and Joel do it? No. Okay. Maybe it's just me and Seb. But yeah, and we cross over like that and land, and it looks really cool. Like, especially if the ship's rocky, we really send it. Leaps, proper airtime. I don't know if you can throw a video up, but like there's some proper airtime on some of our jumps. And I also recently been coming out with like confetti cannons or throw streamers and stuff, which is always a big surprise for everyone else. But then 2 shows ago, sorry, I landed and my knee just went slightly to the side, and I just jorked it, and now it's like really crampy and stuff. So can't do legs for the next month, I guess. That's what it's telling me. The nice thing about doing the gym as well for me at the moment, so in my last contract I used to go to the crew gym more than the passenger gym. So we're allowed in both gyms on board. There's one that's just for crew. There's a third one. What? It's a secret third gym. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Is there an officers gym, which we're not allowed in, but there's a secret gym. No idea where it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I feel like I knew that, but I didn't. I love the passenger gym. It's got a panoramic view. It's really nice. It's empty. But that's the problem. That's why I hate it, because I used to always, because it's quite far away from our cabins. Like, it's actually pretty much as far away as you can get from this cabin that we're filming this in. And it probably does take you 10 minutes to get there. Yeah, by the time you've gone upstairs. By the time you've like gone down and along the M1 and all the way up, probably about 10 minutes. And then I used to do that all the time and get there, be packed full of absolute creatures, like just the weirdest people, like, you know, like people that it takes you about 10 minutes to get there, and you get there, be full of these absolute creatures. It's in the nicest way as well. The people that go to that gym are mostly not people that ever go to, which is fine. Everyone should and can go to the gym. It's one of the best things you can do. But also, they're doing it for like fun and to take photos and stuff. They get all their kids coming in. The kids are like running. Man. Like, I don't want to see any child wet. Like right? 5 and 6 year olds as well. Like really young kids, fresh out the pool in their thongs. Flip flops. So I'm talking about wet children in thongs, Luke. So these kids have come straight out of the pool in their wet trunks, the flip flops, running, and then all of a sudden, oh no, they fall over. No, or they get on a treadmill and start like walking backwards, or like, I don't know, sitting on it. And they're gonna eat shit, man. Yeah. I'd say to them, hey guys, you're gonna hurt yourself, man. And like, that's sometimes when we like pop our badge, because I don't wear my badge in the gym. Yeah. Pop it on sometimes just to be like, hey kids, like you actually can't be in here unsupervised. Yeah. Also, you're not allowed on this with those. You're gonna break your neck, mate. So the kids are super annoying. Yeah. But then, as you say, everyone is welcome in the gym, and everyone. It should be always an inclusive place. But the problem is they're not there to work out. They're there because they're just bored and they're just like want to see what it's about. Exactly. And you get people that come in and just like jeans and a t-shirt who've just been like outside having a beer, and they just sit down on one of the machines and just sort of like play with it for a bit. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm actually trying to get something done here. Like I also, as much as I enjoy going to the gym, I don't want to spend 2 hours there. I want to be in and out in 40 minutes, you know? Yeah. There was a point last contract for me where there's this kid that was in there, and he was like, I really enjoy going to the gym. Like, it's one of my favourite times of the day. And there is a lot of people that don't really know, not that I know what I'm doing there massively, there's a lot of people that really don't know what they're doing there in the passion gym. And I'm always happy to help. Like, they'll be like, who's trying to work out a machine? I'm like, let me show you, mate. Here you go. Stay with me. So I use it. But then there was one time on my last contract where this kid would go to the resistance machine. He would put it on the heaviest weight he could lift, pull it as far as he could, and just let go. I was like, mate, it's all well and good. You're only here for 4 days. I have to use this every day. And then the next day, you're like, I'll show you how it works. So I'll pull it. You put your hand in there. But then the next day, I was like, can you not do that? Like, I live here. I have to use it every day. if you ruin it, that's the only bit.
Yeah.
It's like the main bit of equipment I use as well. That resistance machine.
Yeah.
Because there's not much going on in that gym.
The cable.
The
machine.
cable. Yeah, you can do the most on that. So, anyways, I see him the next day, and because of the amount of dropping he's done, there's a big crack that's been created in that plastic on the cables machine, and I just watched him go like this, and just pull it off. A huge bit of plastic. I think they fixed it now. Huge bit of plastic. He just snapped it off and just like put it aside. Where are your parents?
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
It. Where are your parents? But the nice thing about this contract has been going to the passenger gym a lot more, and the nice thing about it is that it gets me out of the cabin because crew gym's like there. It's like next door basically.
Yeah.
And it gets me up there with the windows. You do get a nice view, and also I try to avoid passengers for the most part because it's just a lot of effort to interact with them. But you do get to see a little bit of what's going on around the ship. And so currently around the ship, we have somebody who has opted to wear a full mascot costume at all times.
Yeah. Guy's a furry.
Yeah, and well, but just for the avoidance of any doubt, I mean a full mascot costume.
Not like a little tail sticking out, like
not like a little mask.
You know those fursuits are proper expensive.
I
think they're like $2,000. It's his persona. Right?
Persona.
Oh, you clearly don't know enough.
No, I don't
furries.
know much about furries at all. It may surprise you to hear.
Persona. So he's had. I haven't talked to him. I'd actually quite like to chat to him. If I see him next time, I might chat to him. But he's. I would imagine he or they, because I don't know. I haven't chatted to him. I think they've designed and had this made, and that is their persona. That's how they feel as a person, or as a person. And they've had this suit made, but they are really expensive. They're like $800, and he was just chilling out by the hot tub.
Well, because so the gym is right next to the over 18s portion of the top deck. Yeah. And it's next to the hot tub and like the kind of like little plunge pool.
Yeah.
And so all of his friends,
which I think is a bit weird.
It's a bit weird that they're looking in and you're looking out.
Like especially if you're doing like pull-ups or something, you kind of go right into their eye.
Because it's also slightly below. Yeah. So they're sat in the hot tub above you and you're standing below them and there's a window sort of here at eye level. And so you sort of end up at the same eye level as the people in the hot tub. Like face to face, but through a big sheet of glass. But so all his friends are in the hot tub, or the people he's with, and he's just they are just standing outside, not able to participate
because
they're in a massive suit that I can't imagine dries particularly well.
It must be boiling in there.
And also it was boiling that day. It was like probably 16, 17 degrees, which I'm aware for a lot of people that probably isn't boiling, but for the Scottish people here it is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like. I'm all for people doing whatever they want,
100%,
and I actually fully support it.
To each their own, and
But also,
that's what I'm most curious about is the practicalities of it. Like, at what point does the practicality outweigh, like the thing? Like, and obviously, this person feels that they're
most comfortable in
they
that.
Can
right?
Like to them, they feel that their life is more comfortable living in that suit than it would be not and being able to get in the hot tub.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's up to them. Like, whatever. But I'm fascinated by it. I'd love to.
You know what's insane as well? Do you reckon they're naked under it?
I honestly have no idea.
I've got no idea how furry stuff works.
Well, I'd imagine probably not. I mean, we're not naked underneath. Well, I'm not naked underneath. Well, no.
Naked underneath my clothes? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Also,
wait, I don't know why that's just blowing my mind.
I don't really
understand. Wearing underwear, right?
Yeah. Okay, maybe they're wearing underwear. But the thing I don't understand about furries, is it like a lifestyle thing, like they identify as that? Or is it like a sexual thing?
I would imagine, like most things in life, it's a range, like a spectrum. Yeah. Different people probably have different things.
Because you get
I honestly just don't know anything about it.
I know our parents watch this, but you get those tails that are attached like a butt plug. That's a furry thing, right?
Sure.
But so... What else is it attached to?
One of these.
You mean one of these? Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm genuinely interested. I want to have a chat.
No, I'm truly fascinated by it.
We've only got one more night on this ship. If I see him kicking about, if they're bonded, the cocktail bar tonight, I'm having a chat with them because I just want to learn more about it. To be honest, more than anything. Yeah. In the least threatening way, obviously. Like, I just want to have a chat with them.
All right.
Whoa.
Welcome to the part of the pod that we call clipbaiting. What you're about to see is a couple of minutes of us intentionally saying I guess, controversial things.
Yeah, and one of us is going to disagree with the other one. I actually don't have one set up for today.
Okay.
Have you got two, or have you just got one?
I only thought of one, but I'm sure we can come up with a second.
Yeah. We'll do yours first.
Okay.
And then we'll take a brief intermission. So I'm just going to disagree with it, and we're going to see how it does on the clipping.
So a few of our friends that left the ship recently, I was chatting to them when they were traveling back from Australia to the UK, and they told me that they got chatting to somebody in the airport, and I didn't know this, and I actually don't know if this is true, but it sounds like it might be. They said that you know travelators in the airport,
yeah,
like horizontal escalators,
yeah,
travelators,
yeah.
It doesn't matter what speed you walk on the travelator, because the travelator has sensors that will it has a maximum speed a person can move on it. So if you walk, you know, when you get on it,
yes,
some people stand, some people kind of wander, and some people like power walk.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you power walk on a travelator, because the travelator will slow down to bring you down to the speed.
That obviously can't work, because if I stand still and you run on it, how's that going to work?
Sorry, so if there's more than one person on it, it takes the speed of the fastest person and brings it back to the travelator person maximum speed. So
if I stand on, absolutely zip forward. Wait, what?
No.
Oh no, because you're running. It will slow it down.
So let's say, imagine there's no one else in the travelator.
Yes.
And you get on it. It doesn't just go.
I don't know.
It just launch you to gate D3. No, it's fine. You go like the normal speed of the travelator. If you walk, let's say the maximum speed of that travelator has been set to 10 miles an hour, which feels quite fast. Yeah. But anyway, let's just say for the sake of argument.
Yeah, that's rapid.
Yeah, okay. Just for the sake of argument, let's just say it's 10.
All right.
And you start walking at 11 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It will pull back to 9 miles an hour to cancel out the extra speed that you're walking and slow you down.
That's not true. It's not taking an average.
It's a safety thing.
It's
so that if the travelator is going at like 8 miles an hour and you start like running for your plane at like 8 miles an hour, you're not going at 16 miles an hour. So it slows down for you.
No, it doesn't. I don't believe you.
All right.
Welcome to my favourite segment of the show, which we like to call What's That Smell? I've prepared a smell in this cup, and Cameron has to guess Cameron has to guess what the smell is. It's another one. It's another light, very, very light thing.
Light.
Yeah, there's no weight to this cup, is what I'm going to say. So you can close your eyes and give it a good old
I can smell it from here. It's like... Is it one thing?
It's one thing.
Oh, shut up, GoPro. It's quite sweet. It smells like, not Parma violets, but like the sweet version of those. You know what I'm talking about?
Fizzers.
Fizzers.
Well, they call it Smarties in the States.
Okay.
In the States, they call them Smarties. It's not that, anyway. It
does.
From
a distance, it smells a bit like kind of toothpastey. I have no idea. Again, mouthwash?
No, I thought mouthwash is a good shout. I thought you might get this because of something which I'll say after, but it does smell quite nice. Once you get past it initially.
Does it smell less nice when you know what it is? Like,
no.
So it's a nice thing?
I think it smells nicer when you know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Do you have a clue?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, I thought you'd get it because you're a bartender. Or you used to be a bartender.
Ah, it's the bitters.
Yeah.
The rhubarb bitters.
Rhubarb bitters,
yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice, okay.
I'm still yet to do sea monkeys, but I did look at them today.
Have you smelt them? You're like gonna...
I don't really know what... Yeah, no, and I don't know what they would smell of.
Well, I think not the sea monkeys themselves, but more the fact that they've been living in their own ecosystem for like 6 months is probably not going to smell
Those sea
great.
Monkeys, well, the sea monkey cemetery as well. Oh, so I've got these sea monkeys on the ship because...
Story for a future.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the Shipmates Pod episode 2.
Hey,
thank you.
Episodes.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe to the account as well on YouTube, and also follow us on Spotify. And if you have any questions you want to ask us directly, we're happy to answer anything ship related or not ship related, or just any questions really. So leave them in the comments below on YouTube, or send us a message at ShipmatesPod on all socials.
Cheers. You said everything. You said all.
Right.